That's how it's done. So guys, the other day I had the great honor of meeting a couple of retired Navy SEALs. As I spoke with one of them, I quickly became uncomfortable. His eyes were just locked onto mine, piercing into my soul, and exposing my total lack of confidence, as if I was just standing there in my underwear. I had to look away periodically to avoid being blinded by his Superman heat vision. I felt like I was looking into the face of a lion. I literally started to sweat, like drops of sweat started dripping down my forehead. I'm sure I looked ridiculous. Now, he was actually being really nice to me, treating me with a lot of respect. And perhaps all of the SEAL worship I've been doing over the last month has made me a little extra nervous to finally meet one of these guys. But there was a little more to it than just me psyching myself out. As I talked to him, I could sense a deep stream of inner strength, the kind that most people can only fake. And it was evident in his face as he looked at me. How does a person get a look like that? A look that says that you have been tested and approved. A look that shows the genuineness of your character. A look that shows that you are an overcomer and a conqueror. And a look that says, if you make a wrong move, I could kill you. The Navy SEALs have established themselves as the paramount warriors of our time. They are the modern-day equivalent of Spartans, and in general they brim with a kind of confidence in their ability to succeed that the majority of us can't relate to. This is in no small part due to the training they receive designed to build mental toughness. I've covered 2 of the 4 pillars of Navy SEAL mental toughness in my last 2 videos. Today we turn our attention to mental visualization. The science of performance psychology is a rapidly growing industry, particularly as it relates to athletics. As athletes and trainers have begun to dissect the makings of a true champion, the attention has shifted from physical traits and attributes to mental ones. Though getting one's body into peak physical condition is of great importance, they've noticed that winning and losing often happens up here, way before it happens out here. Not here, but out. You know what I mean. What this means is that sometimes our biggest opponent is ourselves. We can sometimes be our own worst enemies. Well, I don't know about you, but I've seen this at play in almost everything I've tried to accomplish. Researchers have taken note of some strategies to sidestep our enemy within. One of them, you guessed it, mental visualization. I had a pretty good experience with this recently when I was playing the highly competitive and physically demanding sport of miniature golf. I started the game with all of the hope, desire, and giddiness of a 9-year-old girl. I quickly became frustrated, however, when I took 8 strokes on a par 2. I could feel my blood pressure rising every time the ball just missed the cup. It was just I don't want to talk about it. The first 9 holes were some of the worst putting that anyone in our group had ever seen. So after hitting the blade on the windmill for the second time, I did what any of us would do and I threw a little temper tantrum. I finally came to my senses when Amber grabbed my shoulder and said, "Joseph, there are kids watching." That's when I remembered about mental visualization. Before putting the next hole, I simply took the time to imagine myself calmly and properly swinging the putter, connecting with the ball just right, and then watching it roll to exactly where I had aimed it. Then I imagined everybody applauding me, and then I got a trophy and one of those big checks. I felt a physical difference in my posture as I began to calm down. Now, the next stroke wasn't a hole-in-one, but it was quite a bit better than how I'd been doing. And the last 9 holes were about as good as I've ever played, and I had a far more pleasant experience from then on. So basically what I'm saying is I'm pretty much Tiger Woods. I kid. But Tiger Woods does practice this technique, as do most professional athletes. Because it works. Brain scans have shown that whether you are imagining yourself doing something or actually physically doing something, your brain behaves similarly. Like, there are portions of your brain that actually can't tell the difference. I left some links in the description for more on this. I guess what I'm trying to say is that what we imagine for ourselves matters. It makes a difference in us and affects the outcomes of challenges that we face. That's why it's so important that our imaginations be refined, channeled, and molded to be more like the image of God which we bear. The power that could be unleashed, well, we might at least find that soul-piercing stare like that of our Navy SEAL heroes. Josh, Ben, and anyone else watching, I love you.